Hey, Gutfoxx here. So today we are going to go through the investments for this Friday. Now, I generally think you should be buying maybe before this week, as prices have gone up in a lot of cards. There's still some decent values, I think, out there, because like the best day for buying these cards is like the Friday that the stats change, right? Because everybody dumps their bad investments, and it's a good idea to buy then low for people that are having solid seasons that maybe didn't get upgraded that time, but will in 2 weeks' time. So with that said, let's go through these investments. Obviously, everything's a risk. Take it at your own, kind of opinion at it, because guess what? Use your brain. I'm trying to give some names out from chat from like last week that may have not gone up that we're going to relook at. And you can kind of research them from there for yourself. So let's just go through it. I think I'm going to go through it. Last week's video was kind of long, so I'm going to try and cut out a lot of the looking at stat stuff and just kind of go through names and let you guys look it up later, because I've already done a lot of the research. We don't need to redo that. All right, Matt Barnes. He is a relief pitcher. He didn't go last. He's got great stats, and I do really feel like looking at the stats, though. Every time I talk about these guys, it's tough just to go through the numbers, but, there's like, 30 dudes here, or 20-some dudes. I don't know, like Mullins, and then the guys that get upgraded, right? Like Mullins last week, right here. I said definitely going up. Can 74 get to 80, though? He only got to 78. So his stats, while they're still solid, and I can show it to you, I guess. We'll go through the goddamn stats, fine. They're still solid, but are they going to upgrade him twice in a row? That's always the biggest question. Will they upgrade a guy hitting 319, slugging 552? Absolute phenomenal numbers. Obviously, BABIP's a little high, but 2 years in a row of high BABIP. Will they upgrade him 2 weeks in a row? And you know what? They've done it before. They can do it again. Solid choice. I think Pablo Lopez is somebody I looked at last week at similar overall, and I'm like, yeah, pretty solid chance again to go gold. Marcus Semien, and of course, like these ones too expensive. Some guys, just it is what it is. Power boost, but is it enough? He was play overall. So it's the same thing I said last week with Semien. He went from 82 to 84. I literally copied and pasted it. It was player of the month. Can they upgrade him twice to 85 overall? It's not one that I would go for because he's too expensive. Chris Taylor, batting stats okay. Vision could change on him. So that's I don't know. When I'm looking like at vision changes to boost him up, I'm a little bit more hesitant. Alberto Mondesi, SSS stands for small sample size. He hasn't played a lot this year, been injured a ton, but I do think even with that small sample size that he is headed to gold, he's another one that's quite pricey. Charlie Blackmon, nah, I wouldn't worry about it. Musgrove, I think he's got to get diamond. Musgrove's been kind of crazy this year, so it makes sense, but of course Musgrove definitely been invested in hard. Zach Wheeler's already priced as a diamond too, which is weird for an 82 because there's kind of like that chance, because they're upgrading a lot of guys to like 84 overall and not taking them from 82 to 85. But I think if anybody can do it, maybe Zach Wheeler's got that potential, because the market definitely believes Zach Wheeler's getting there. Now then, we went through chat earlier today and people kind of like shouted out names who was going to go. Gallegos, like I don't like this guy. Like I'll show you why I say kind of lucky, because he's gotten kind of lucky on a lot of his stats, which is, it's going to get regressed because like they really look at K per 9, walks per 9. Nope, that's the wrong one. Did I look at the wrong guy earlier? Wait, what the hell? I looked at the wrong guy earlier. Who did I look at earlier? What the heck? Okay, so I said kind of lucky because the BABIP. Okay, sorry, I just had like a brain fart. The BABIP's 195. The league average BABIP is, I think it's around 300 still, but I haven't looked at that number in a couple years. Left on base percentage, it's better than it was last year, worse than it was earlier, but left on base percentage kind of, it is what it is. It's like whatever, about average, I think. So the fact that he's getting lucky on his stats, right? His walks per 9 could potentially go, but it's pretty similar to what he did 2 years ago. His strikeouts per 9 are actually down. So the fact that Ks per 9 is down is tough. Now, maybe he gets the boost on hits per 9. I don't love the investment, though, for Gallegos. Walsh, I don't think he's good enough against lefties, but it's only +1, so we can get there. McMahon, I felt like he was pretty accurately statted. McNeil, no. I think McNeil was given me as an offer because he's like an 84 overall. All the 84 overalls are so high, but I think coming off an injury, I'm kind of on him, too. Gio Urshela, I think he was priced kind of high, and he was a gold, but I was meh on him. Navarez, I'm meh on him too. And that's not saying like just because I'm lukewarm on some of these guys, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's just not the guys that I'm really liking so much. Teoscar Hernandez, contact versus left is definitely got to get boosted for him. Is that going to be enough to bring him to a diamond? We'll see. Laureano here. Injured, great investment to pick up Friday if they don't change him due to the injury, right? Because like the injury, whenever somebody gets injured, right? And we'll take a look at his stats. Whenever somebody gets injured, they generally don't upgrade them. It's kind of like you probably saw this earlier with Corbin Burns. He had insane numbers, he got upgraded. But because when you're injured, isn't starting Saturday against the Yankees, they don't upgrade you on purpose. So like why his stats are there, they're okay. I think he's got pretty decent defense, which is why I like him the most. Because when you have good defense, it becomes very easy to bring you up to higher levels. You only need slight boosts. But if he's injured and they don't boost him up to 85, come on, the show. This is the slowest you've been all night. Then I can upgrade him. He'll weigh 84, and then maybe you can invest in it and buy him Friday. Hopefully he keeps it up. Are you there yet? There you are. Okay. So do you see how his arm strength 99, arm accuracy 99? Like these are like insane fielding stats, right? This makes it like contact versus righty. It makes it so much easier for him to go to 85 because these stats are already like maxed out. So that's kind of why I like him. Freddie Peralta looks real nice. Walks per 9 could go up to bring him. That one's, it's looking nice, but we'll see if he goes to 85. Kimbrel, I mean, it just seems insane that he's not diamond already. Like when you look at Kimbrel's numbers, you're like, how is this not diamond here? So he was going like for 4,100, I saw. Basically a free 900 stubs. And here's something I want to talk about during these things, right? So like these stats kind of insane. All right, this is something that I noticed today on it was a card that went diamond last week. I don't remember who it was. One of those pitchers that went diamond. So anyways, a lot of guys, maybe I can figure it out. Which one of these pitchers went diamond last week? Did Lance Lynn probably went diamond? So let's take a look at Lance Lynn before we get to Craig Kimbrel. Sorry, Craig. Maybe Lance Lynn is this. Lance Lynn is not really there right now. Let me take a look at his something else. I think it was a different card. Let me take a look. Who else? There was like Yuli probably. Yuli went, but it was a pitcher that I was looking at. Who was I looking at last week for the pitcher? Gaussman maybe. It was Gaussman that I was looking at. Let's look at Lance Lynn has it. No, okay. So here's what I'm looking at. Look at these sell histories. All right. Do you see how this sold for 2,500? So this is a diamond selling for 2,500, and this happened 2,500. So this happened twice in about 3 minutes. So what happens is people put in these buy now orders. Do you see how there's 176 at 2,500? So you can only do that before they go diamond. So these are great buy orders to put in now for cards that are basically guaranteed to go diamond, because people are putting them in and then they get sold down because people fat finger it or they just quick sell it. They don't know about the quick sell, or they don't quick sell it. They don't know about it. They just kind of hit that. They're looking to maybe put in the buy order and they actually hit the sell order if they got more than one, which generally wouldn't happen. But there's a lot of reason why cards can get sold for 2,500, and as you see, there's more than enough cards that are getting sold at that rate. So on these cards that are guaranteed to go diamond that are expensive now, like Kimbrel, it's not a terrible idea. And I can show you the same thing with Gaussman. Do you see how his sell now is 1,500? And that's getting sold to a ton. So put in these stub orders now for these guys like Kimbrel. Right? They're like, okay, he's going that, right? It's 4,000 stubs to buy Kimbrel right now. Not a bad idea to grab a few of them. I got 6 of him already. I think I bought him a little bit ago. But anyways, people are selling at 1,500 and they're selling a lot, right? There's one sold. There's one, like 2 within a minute of each other. There's one sold. There's one sold. There's one sold. Like, it's insane how much stubs this guy is making. I think I saw this number at like 200 earlier, and it's just going to keep going down. It's going to go down the list. So these guys that are going diamond, I absolutely recommend putting in a bunch of buy orders now for lower than their what they would sell for as a diamond. So like put in for Kimbrel right now. I'm going to put in a buy order for 1,500, and then it's going to sit there because he's a gold, and it's going to take a 1,500 buy order. So when that goes, it'll be good. All right, anyways, successfully ordered. So I got one up there for 1,500. So in a few weeks, when people fat finger it through the stack for Kimbrel, there it is. Okay, anyways, next up on my list. Let's keep looking. What was that? Kimbrel. Lindor. Lindor's kind of, he's coming back a little bit, but I think it's too far away right now. Luke Williams, super long term, but small sample size. He is hitting good. TJ, like another one, like Wisdom. He's a lot like that Wisdom guy. What's Wisdom? What Wisdom go for right now? What's he is? What they improve him to? Wisdom is at 72. So Wisdom's, a little way. He's hitting well. How is 72? He's 8 away from doing anything too damaged. But are they gonna improve Wisdom plus 8 overall? They've already improved him quite a bit. He's hitting 303, so his number's down, but slugging 742. That's insane. That's insane. I actually don't mind the buy of Wisdom right now. Let's just put Wisdom down on the list. Wisdom might not this Friday, but is on the path. Yeah, because we talked about Wisdom last week. Okay, and then we have where was I at? Marte. The double Martes, they definitely look like they're both going diamond. Definitely have great stats. We've talked about him for a couple weeks now. Presley's basically there at 80 overall. He's doing really well. Altuve, he's expensive. He's kind of pricing into a diamond already. Can do the same thing like I talked about with Kimbrel, with Altuve. Segura, contact boost. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get him a diamond. I feel like they might just take him to 84. Trevor Rogers, I think he's too far away from diamond. He just went gold. Brian Reynolds, he's essentially a gold right now. Brian Reynolds looks great. Devers is too far away. An awful defense. It'll be very hard for him to get to diamond for that reason. Kenley Jansen, don't like him. Awful strikeouts and walks. Alex Verdugo feels more like they're going to boost him to an 84 and screw him out of diamond. That's just my feeling. They could easily make him an 85 though, or they could just keep him alone. Right? Like Verdugo's kind of like he's on shaky ground. I feel like Jonathan Schoop, I feel like is how it's said. Is it Schoop? Contact versus left is definitely going to go up. Is that going to take him up to an 80 overall? That's a potential. Odubel Herrera, I said was too far away. Maybe long term, another one of those longer term ones. Pham, I think is meh. Don't love Kana either. Chaminade, K per 9th up, but is it going to be enough to get him +4? Schwarber, another one that might be a little bit further away. He's 8 overall away from that, but he's been on kind of a hot streak, right? He's hitting more home runs than I've got hot dogs packed away, right? What happened to Glizzy? People don't say Glizzy isn't enough anymore, I feel like. Salvador Perez, this guy's actually doing really well. I was surprised when I looked at Salvador Perez's numbers, especially his power numbers. Perez is doing really nice. Is it enough to get diamond? His defense isn't that good, but he's hitting 292 and slugging 540. So that's a pretty solid number, especially for catcher. The problem is his walk rate is so low and his strikeout rate so high, which kind of screws his discipline and vision stat. But overall for a catcher, I mean, that's pretty nice. That's, Melanson, his strikeout and walk rates are meh, but he's, the results are doing well. So I don't know. Melanson's kind of like, I feel like he's getting a little lucky this year. Gary Sanchez, he's having a kind of a little bit of a hot streak too. Depends if he keeps it up. 6 overall seems a little high for Gary Sanchez to go up to. Rodon needs to be a diamond, absolutely. Then we talked about Wisdom. So there's the list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Please like the video. It really helps the channel. Dislike it if you didn't like the video. Let me know why, please. Sub also if you would like more talks like that in the future and investment videos. If you guys like these things, let me know. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Let me know who you guys are getting to for Friday. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.